Hello all, Havoc here. So in the last episode, we were finishing up with the ship, got everything put in place, and we're giving a little tour. Currently, we are waiting for hydrogen. We'll take a look here. Inventory. Let's take a look here. Ice. So all the generators are kicking away, making ice. Control panel. And they are numbered in a very sequential way. There, better. So all the oxygen generators are kicking away. And we go look at the tanks. They're sitting at about 20%. I think once each one of the tanks does hit 20%, I think we're going to be okay for takeoff because we're going to have enough fuel to get off and plus off the planet. And then plus on top of that, we're going to continue to produce hydrogen once we're actually in flight. So, say in the bottom right hand corner, I have 13 hours of fuel. I believe that's referring to uranium though, not hydrogen. So I'm not 100% sure on that. Currently am making enough supplies for 10 solar panels. And that's what's kicking through right now, production. So when this is completed, on top of the items that I'm currently shuttling to the up to the storage containers up top. So here, so I've been grabbing as much of this as I can carry. Notice there's no supplies left in there because, well, they're all up here. So everything's all up here. So we're gonna have enough batteries, solar panels. I'm gonna make another reactor after this. So we're gonna have enough parts to build another reactor as well. So I'm going to continue to shuttle parts and get us as close as possible for takeoff. And so when we come back from the cut, we are going to do exactly that. We're going to head back into orbit. Okay, that's done. So that means we need to get ourselves that reactor going. F production large. Small reactor, where are you? Probably at the top, right? Cursor was probably sitting on it like twice and didn't even see it. Where is it? You guys are probably on the screen. Havoc, it's right there. Let's see, it is rotors, small reactor, there we go. Alright, so that'll be our small reactor. Actually come in here and grab as much of that as we can. Alright. So in this launch, we're going to try to not accelerate as quickly because that was something else that was brought up, is that possible acceleration could have been the culprit to the demise of the last ship. So we're going to try to not do that again. I'm going to accelerate a little bit gentler. A little bit. But like I said in the comments in the last video, it's kind of going for the Acme rocket thing, and I'm thinking I'm pulling that off, so... Let's see here. And we only have like 5 more trips for batteries and 5 more trips for solar panels. And I'm probably going to leave most of the large tubes behind. Let's see how many are up here. 207, no. We're going to bring more large tubes. I'd like to see about 1,000 large tubes because once we start doing ion thrusters, if I remember correctly, they take a pretty substantial amount of large tubes, so I'd like to be able to get up there and once we get into orbit or land at the moon, get directly into production once we get platinum. Also for components, I named off 10 solar panels. There's also one assembler, one refinery, at least. I believe there's actually more than that. And a medical bay, plethora of batteries. Trying to think specifics. Oh, I did a solar oxygen farm because we're going to start dealing with zero atmo. So a steady, no maintenance production of oxygen, even as small as it produces, is going to be a nice thing, I think. So let's see what else. Everything else is pretty much basic components, and we have a little bit of a surplus as far as that goes. So I'm just gonna think that once we get up there and start mining for platinum, we're going to get iron. We're gonna get, you know, a few of the other miscellaneous ores that we're gonna need. One thing I'm not sure of is if there's any ore on the planets that you cannot get on the moon. Because I know we can't get platinum on the planet. We have to go to the moon to get it. So that's one of the things I've been wondering is, once we leave the planet, do we have to come back for another supply that we're just not aware of yet? Something like cobalt or nickel, I would imagine. Or magnesium, because you need magnesium for bullets. And bullets tend to be a little bit in the need later on in the game, so... Especially once we start raiding stations, ships, alien planets, stuff like that. Alright, let's take a look at our hydrogen levels. 23%. Alright, so I'm going to continue to ferry this stuff, and once we get done bringing all the supplies up here, we will start looking at taking off. So, see you after the cut. And we're back. Okay, so here we go. Take a look here. Inventory empty. I made 10 oxygen bottles, 10 hydrogen bottles, so we can take those with us. And let's see here. In here, all that's done. Our little craft here is empty, and it's weird. It's like it's collapsing from us working underneath. It's really weird with how the ice works. Look over here. It's not even level anymore. Where is it at? Okay, I guess it fixed itself between the last time I loaded and this time. The ice was like rippled, like really bad, and because I had been caving like right underneath all of this. So, all right, so yeah, we're just about ready for takeoff. Let's climb up here, take one more look at our supplies situation, and let's see. Let's go ahead and throw these in here. We'll keep one on us of each. I also made the tier 2 tools as well. There we go. And we have some more supplies over here. And our uranium is slowly trickling into our reactor. And yeah, I think we're about ready to take off. Everything was just saved. Well, on top of the save that just happened right now, the ship is blueprinted for those who made comment about that in the last episode. And let's see here. Let's take a look. Can we get a better view here? There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and set up some hotkeys. So G groups, that would be all thrusters on off. And let's see here. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to really need. Actually, we can do this just to make sure. Toggle lock. There's no toggle. Oh, switch lock. Okay, there we go. All right, so with that, I think we're ready to go. So, all right, let's turn our thrusters on. Everything looks green. We have 14 hours of fuel, 20 hours of fuel. And we're going to go for it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Landing gear off. We are accelerating. Try to keep it pointed toward the antenna pointed towards the sun. We are at max velocity. I'm going to turn inertial dampeners off. Alright, looks like we have a successful launch. And we have tons of hydrogen left, so we're doing quite well. We're roughly 30,000 meters off the surface of the planet. Still traveling at a good clip. Bye, home. And we're at 0.07 Gs, so we're sitting really good right now for acceleration and everything. I mean, we're not even... We are officially in orbit. Alright, so we actually made it off the planet. That is fantastic. Alright, so now we're going to set our sights for the moon right over there. So let's go ahead and go back to our cockpit view. And we'll turn our inertial dampeners on so we can correct our trajectory. Okay, so we're going to wrap up the episode here because it's actually going to take probably a long time. I actually have not traveled between the planets before. I looked, we did not have enough resources for a jump drive. That would have taken a lot. So I actually skimped on the jump drive in favor of me just flying the distance. And that was an enemy craft that is flying by us. Private sail. 6,000 meters away. Wow, that was unexpected. We're not exactly the most maneuverable craft, so that's something we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on. There is an asteroid, so that answers my question of whether or not there's asteroids between planets. There's another one coming up on us right there in the top right. There's another one. Yeah, there's lots of asteroids. Okay. Actually, we can turn our thrusters off. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap up the episode here. Don't foresee anything happening as we head towards the moon. Worst case scenario is we actually fly directly into an asteroid or a hostile ship, both of which are pretty much yeah, there's not much I can do about because, like I said, we're not the most maneuverable ship at this speed. Man, that looks like a space station right there. Just waiting till we get closer to it to see what happens. No, okay. So yeah, we're just going to continue to fly in this direction, and actually we're just adrift. We're not even flying actually, but yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. Please leave comments below on what do you think we should do next once we land. I think we're going to set up a little bit better of a base than we did on the moon, or the Earth. So a little bit of a mining colony, I guess, on the moon, and then launch towards Mars. At least that's what I think we're going to do. But if you guys think we should do something else, please leave comments below. Give me a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. This is Havoc. Have fun. Keep gaming.